Hi class. Today you are going to be hopefully watching this video to practice inserting commas in complex and compound sentences. So the purpose of today's lesson is to really go over what is a complex sentence and what is a compound sentence. It's been a while, so this is just a review video, but it's still a teaching video for those that need to go over these two types of sentences again so you know where to insert the commas in this IXL comma lesson, QM9. Okay, so the first thing let's go over. So what is a compound sentence and where do you insert commas? So it says in a compound sentence, you're going to use a comma before the coordinating conjunction. Do you guys remember the conjunctions? Those fanboys? Okay, so think to yourself, those fanboys, what were those words? We've learned them many times throughout the year. What are those fanboys? So F stands for for, so for is a conjunction. What does the A stand for? And, good. And is a conjunction. N is for nor, good. B is for but. O is for or, good. Y is for yet. And S is for so. All right, good job. So again, so in a compound sentence, so think a compound, think of what is a compound word. Compound words are like fish, bowl. They're both words all by themselves, but you put them together and it creates a whole new word. Dog, bone. So again, two words put together. So in a compound sentence, it's going to be two sentences pushed together, joined with one of these fanboys. So again, think of a compound sentence. And if it helps you, think of those compound words like fish, bowl, dog, bone, firehouse, okay, fire truck. All of those are compound sentences, compound words. So a compound sentence is taking two sentences and joining them together with one of these fanboys. And they're telling us you will insert a comma before the coordinating conjunction. So before the fanboy. So you'll do comma, then the fanboy. All right. Okay, so there is a sample sentence here. It says, we saw a flash of lightning and seconds later we heard the rumble of thunder. Now, if you look at this first section here before the comma that I've placed, we saw a flash of lightning. Is that a complete sentence? Is it good to go just the way it is? Hopefully you're recognizing, yes, that is a good sentence. We saw a flash of lightning. We is the subject, and what did we do? Saw. That's the verb, and so subject, predicate. We saw a flash of lightning. Okay, so that's basically a good sentence all by itself. What do you notice here? The word and is the fanboy. And so the rule tells us insert a comma before that fanboy. Okay, now let's just double check. Is the second part of the sentence, is it still a good complete sentence all by itself? Seconds later, we heard the rumble of thunder. Just that by itself. Seconds later, we heard the rumble of thunder. Is that a sentence? Yep, seconds later, we heard the rumble of thunder. That would be a good sentence all by itself. So again, taking two sentences, joining them together into one whole sentence, but you're going to insert the comma before the fanboy, that coordinating conjunction. Okay? So again, those coordinating conjunctions are the fanboys. So that's an example of a compound sentence and how you insert the comma before the fanboy. Okay, so let's review now what is a complex sentence. Okay? This is in a complex sentence. If a dependent clause comes before an independent clause, use a comma after the dependent. So this is very wordy. So let's go through the words and make sure we understand. So remember in class how I would point out to you guys when we were learning about dependent clauses that you are dependent upon your parents, okay? You depend on them to provide you shelter, so give you a home or someplace to live. You're dependent upon them to pay the bills so that you have electricity in your home or you have running water in your home. You are dependent upon your parents to buy your clothing for you. You're dependent upon your parents to provide you the food. Okay. Now you're independent enough that you can, warm up some food or make a sandwich and things like that, but you depend on them to basically provide you your shelter and all of your main needs there. Okay. So you are dependent. So a dependent clause means it's not good all by itself. It needs help. Okay. So dependent, it depends on other parts of the sentence to help it along. Okay. However, the independent clause, okay, independent means it can do it all by itself. It's a good sentence, complete, ready to go. Okay. So let's go ahead and look at this sentence that's down here. It says, while blue jays mostly eat plants, comma, they also eat insects. So is there one part of that one sentence that needs help? So take it from the comma to the beginning. While blue jays mostly eat plants. Is that good all by itself? Is that a complete sentence? While blue jays mostly eat plants. Hopefully you can hear that is not, because it would it's leaving us hanging. While blue jays mostly eat plants, what comes next, right? Okay, so hopefully you can hear that portion here is the dependent clause. It needs more support. But if I go from the comma to the end, they also eat insects. So the subject would be they. They what? Eat insects. That is a independent clause, or that again would be like a good sentence ready to go. We just need to capitalize it and make sure we have the end punctuation. Okay, so again, hopefully you can hear that while blue jays mostly eat plants, okay, there's you want something else to follow it, right? That is the dependent. So again, the rule says use a comma after the dependent clause. So this is the dependent clause, and it says to use a comma after it. Okay. All right. So again, two little things to help you to remember. The compound sentence means it's two good sentences pushed into one, but they join it together with one of the fanboys. For, and, nor, but, or, yet, or so. And the complex sentence, it's complex. It has a dependent clause and it has an independent clause. And to help you, I've kind of put some little clue words up here that are written a little bit small. So maybe you can pause the video or rewind and go back and look at it. So if you see a sentence starting with while, since, if, as, because, although, or before, those are the indicators to let you know that it's starting with a dependent clause. So if you hear these words, while, since, if, as, because, although, before, that means you're starting with that dependent clause, and then you'll insert the comma after that dependent clause, and then you'll see the independent clause. Okay? All right, so again, this will help support you with your IXL lesson today. It is QM9, working with commas in complex and compound sentences. All right, please know that I am here to help you. So if you need any extra support, please call me, email me. I've invited everybody to the Google Hangout chat room. So whatever works best for you, just make sure you let me know that you need some help, and I am here for you every day. Okay. So you guys have a good day. Bye-bye.